Well guys, welcome back to the Sony radio. Something I didn't put on the channel, well on the end of the video, was the capacitors and what they're like. I'm sure you're very curious as to these little capacitors here and what they were like. So let's go through with the tester just quickly. It's just a little video to let you know, were they crook? How crook were they? And yeah, just see. I've just blanket changed them. So Carl got all new capacitors in his radio. And if you're looking for vintage capacitors, Carl, and the links in the description, and there's also his webpage on the end of this video and the last video. Okay, let's have a look. Now here we've got a 0.47. Okay, so let's see what a 0.47 measures. And it's, of course, all these are 6 volts or something. Yeah, 1207 nanofarad. ESR 16 ohm. Wow. And yeah, I'm pretty sure 1207 nanofarad is not a 0.47. Okay, so that fella was crook. Okay, the next ones were 5 microfarad. Okay, you can follow these through on the schematic if you want. I now have the schematic in the description of this one as well, linking to the circuit diagram on my Google Drive. Okay, I've got to work all this out. An old bloke like me. Okay, let's see what this one. This is a 5 microfarad. It reads 91 picofarad. Okay, let's try that again. 89 picofarad. Yeah, he's not real good. Okay, the next one is also a 5 microfarad, 6 volt. Let's see what he reads. Ooh, 12 microfarad, ESR 13 ohm. Yeah, pretty high there, and a V-loss of 5.9%. So yeah, he's no good. It would be replaced no matter what. Okay, the next ones are 2 10 microfarads. Let's see what the 10 measures. 65 nanofarad. Okay, and a V-loss of 4.7. Doesn't even give me an ESR on this one. Yeah, 43 nanofarad. And again, for good luck, 59 nanofarad. Yeah, not very nice. The next 10. Okay, we'll whip through this fairly quickly. I don't want this to be a long video. Way more other things to do in here. Okay, we got 4,000 picofarad. Yeah, so yeah, 4 microfarad out of a 10, and no details, nothing. Well, why does that got infrared there? Try him again. Yep. 5.5 V-loss, no ESR. Not on that one. So he's, well, pretty bad. A 30 microfarad. It's a 30. Where can I get him to sit in here? I think he will. And looks, yeah, well, yeah. He's not even reading, guys. Nope. So not the 30. We'll try this 30. Get him to sit. I'll go the first two. Get him to sit in there. Okay. I think he'll sit there okay. We're looking for 30 microfarad. No. No, doesn't read either. Yeah, okay. And now we're looking at a 100 mic at 6 volt. Okay. Let's see what he measures. Okay, a 146 ESR 0.560. Yeah. VLOS 4.1. So, yeah, 146. Yes, it's high. Yes, it's leaky. But, well, could have passed, but of course we don't pass things like that. Okay, this one, a 500 mic at 10 volt. He should slip in the first couple of... There we go. And he's 861 microfarad. ESR 0.13, so ESR is fine, but 861 from a 500, very leaky, 2.2 VLOS, doesn't mean a hell of a lot really. So there you go, guys. Now, there was a couple there that didn't actually read, so they were the 30 microfarad. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my other capacity tester. Okay, this is an old girl, but it works really good. 30 mic. Okay. And I think you can see that. Okay. Now, our negative is this fella here. We've got to get the polarity right on this old girl. And let's see what he reads. This is the 30 mic that wouldn't read on the other one. Nothing. 0.2, 0.3 microfarad. Okay, so yeah, definitely out the gate. And this one, got to keep watching my monitor here to make sure I've got everything in line. 0.4. Okay, virtually open circuit. Yeah, that's why the other meter did not read, so it confirms things. So there you go, guys. There's all the details on on this fella. Now, as I said, I'll put the circuit up on my Google Drive. The link's in the description if you just want to go through the circuit and see what caps are what. You can find the 230s, you can find the 10s. Yeah, this big fella, he's a bit of battery filtering on the B plus line, well, the 4.5 volt line, and much the same as this fella, the little 100, he's on the circuit board. All the rest here play a pretty important part. The 0.47 is in line with the wiper of the volume pot, so fairly important as well. Righto, that's about it, guys. That's all I wanted to wrap up with you. I hope you've learnt something from this whole experience. The radio performance, it's okay. As I said yesterday, it was 40 degrees and I wasn't real keen on going out in the yard, but its performance was mediocre. It wasn't a super performer or anything like that. It was a good performer. We got 3 stations. Really here you should get 6 or 7 normally with a good radio. But anyway, it's a little town set. It's not a super high high DXer or anything like that. It's not a fringe radio. It's just a nice little 8 transistor radio with a really nice speedometer dial. Okay guys, that's all. Hope you've enjoyed this. Catch us later. Bye.